I got your Big Ten.
Hey now.
Hey,
Suck on my Big 10-inch record.
I got your Big Ten right here, buddy. Yeah.
my name is Captain Stuncock, and I am the Big Ten.
1 minute until showtime.
Dude, I can't believe RVD came out to fucking walk.
Well, yeah, look at you, fucking fangirling over there.
Bro, because I've seen him come out to walk in an indie show. He has not come out to walk on TV in 20 fucking years.
I know, but it's super dope. I wonder if they're going to cancel the upcoming Ultimate Edition. I need to pre-order that bitch now. Oh, dude, I found Guerrero.
Oh, goddamn it, Singa.
I found the Ultimate Edition Guerrero.
Nice.
Dude,
It is a.
I'm wondering how the hell is Dom the villain in this?
Okay.
How? Because it's like,
Tagged.
I mean, it's almost like his kid going like, he's like, "Hey Dom, I'm proud you hit a home run. I'm even prouder when the kid
Your
strikes
show
you
will go
out."
live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Difficult.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Betting Window on the Nerdport Network. I am your host, F. and Ronnie, and with me, as always,
The Zombie Master.
and
Yo, it's I, Trips. I don't have no idea what the music says because I have a hearing issue. It sounds like a oi, oi, and then so I have no
it's
idea.
glorious, as well as
Captain Stuntcock, and let me say that intro is fucking glorious.
yeah, I am a man.
I am a man.
Well, you know what? I like men too. Shut up, Joanna. Not now.
No, not now. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Fucking bitch.
I gotta go out to get a pack of cools first. Bye.
God.
Do they even make cools anymore?
They do.
Yes.
That's what's sad. They do.
I'm surprised you wasn't going out for some Virginia Slims.
They still make those fuckers too.
Unfiltered.
Ooh, unfiltered Lucky Strike. She's got hair on her chest.
I mean, it sounds like she smoked about 4 packs a day. It sounds like Patty and Thelma.
Jub.
Oh, holy shit. What
Yes. Okay, so on today's episode, we talk about really the trade deadline, but it's more how it affects the odds in the pennant races as well as divisional races to the World Series odds. Because, boy, there were a ton of change in pretty much a boring trade deadline, but where it counts. We also will talk about who has the most cursed franchises in sports history. We'll just talk about that for a minute.
Yes.
That sounds like
what?
That sounds like fun.
Yes, the top 10 cursed franchises in all sports.
And then we dive into our college football preview of the American Conference. Fuck yeah. As well as the projected top 25 that was released for the preseason.
somehow they're in the Power Five, and I have no idea how the American Conference is in the Power Five.
Well, the
But
American Conference is in the Power Five, like the Big East was in the Power Five.
yeah, on the outside of it,
But they were
basically,
still in the Power Five, allegedly.
yeah,
But
yeah, sort of.
yeah. But with that being said, we'll dive into it as our baseball conversation about the trade deadline is sponsored by, Ryan, I hope you're ready for this, Clap Cleats.
Because you can't clap cheeks without clap cleats.
Yes, use discount clapcleats.com, discount code nerdport at checkout, get I believe 15% off, and that gives kickback to us, gives you some discount, shows them that we are bringing you to them.
They actually
Are you
responded back.
serious?
It's an affiliate program, but pretty much, I mean, we're gonna promote them. Yes.
No, I
They
mean,
actually
like, when
responded
we
back
get
to you?
sponsored- Sorry. When did we get sponsored by Clap Cleats?
2 weeks ago.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, I've been putting work in.
Chris perked up real quick at that.
Yeah, he needs
No,
a new,
he's getting it. He's all ready to spice channel it up.
he needs a new pair of yoga socks.
Dude, I bet you those
Dude.
box would.
No, the crazy thing is, we've been joking about that for years, and finally, hey, Clap Cleats.
Yeah, I
Get
mean,
something, boy.
So Ryan, you got to buy a pair and test it out for us.
Ryan's gonna buy a pair and use them for wrestling.
For sure, dude.
Listen. If you're a male, the best part about those are they are ankle-high socks with grips. If you're ladies, I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. Thigh-high socks with built-in knee pads.
I'm gonna take the high road and not make any jokes on that one.
Why?
No,
You
no.
take the high road? Come on.
Hey now.
All I heard was the word common mouth.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no!
You know, when when
the
you're rocking
Lord.
the boat, you want to have that
Trees.
anchor.
Yeah. Ryan, you know what I can say to you right now?
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. And for some fucking reason, they're speaking Vietnamese.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of what I expected that come.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere near that one.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
That is an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, God. Why does Kodai Senga's translator look like a 10-year-old?
Senga looks like shit tonight. Besides, I think something's wrong with him.
I'm sorry, I'm still like shocked we're actually sponsored by Clap Cleats. Dude, I'm like, the joke went on forever, and now, fruit.
I know, Chris. Dreams really do come true.
I know.
You get high.
Reach for the stars, kids. 'Cause maybe you'll get Clap Cleats.
And you too can be sponsored by yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
God.
hey, dreams do come true.
Dude, the fact that was a thing. So yes, they are officially on board. We are officially on board with them as well as they are on board with us.
Go Clap Cleats.
So yeah.
When you wish upon a star.
No,
I think,
I'm not gonna finish that joke.
I think Chris has officially lost it.
Oh shit, that is the best reaction ever.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, I wondered. Yeah, I can't hear that.
No, you're good.
Sorry. Any soundbite, I'm not gonna hear.
No,
So
that's not really for you. That's for them. So that's
We
okay,
still,
cool. I'm just letting you know.
yeah. No, you're good.
Does Christian know about this yet?
Not yet. He'll know. But with that being said, let's get into the 45-minute discussion of Major League Baseball trade deadline and what the effects of the trades that ended up happening.
yeah, that's something that I've been wanting to ask you about today.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals didn't make a lot of moves, but we made a few.
made a lot of sells.
We made a lot of sells. Look, everybody knew we were going to be selling.
We got 2, but I'm happy.
Did the guys we picked up affect our odds at all?
So I will pull them up right now. For the division, I probably doubt that. If anything.
Well, no. I'm not expecting wild card this year. I'm expecting a full teardown and rebuild around Arenado and Goldie in the offseason.
All right, so National League
Well,
out.
well, I know our 2 moves helped us. So
To make it out of the World Series, you're 80. Just to make it to the World Series, you're 80-1, which you guys were. It was ridiculously lower than that at the beginning of the year, and you're 150-1 to win the World Series. So pretty much you're shit out of luck.
Well, no shit. We're just as shit out of luck as the Mets.
Yeah, actually worse. The Mets are actually
you
250.
shit out of luck. Well, no shit.
But
Hey,
the one
you know me, I'm a realist. I know that this season has been the worst fucking season ever.
You know what though?
Sheesh.
I don't mind what they did. Everyone, I've heard so much bitching and moaning about, oh well, the Mets gave up, the Mets this, the Mets that. Okay,
All right.
hold on, Chris. Oh.
Before we go on the rant for the Mets, can I just talk about my Phillies quick?
Well, I'm only gonna say 2 things real quick, and then you can go.
I'm not ranting, so you can say whatever you want. I'm not ranting.
I'm only gonna say 2 things. Like, yeah, they sold a lot. Great. Perfectly fine with that because they literally reloaded their entire fucking farm league with what they got. It didn't work out. They had to rebuild. Fine. But you still have Alonso. You still have McNeil. You still have Nimmo. You still have Lindor. And then now you have another year under your belt for all the other young guys, plus the guys in pitching that you're going to end up getting in free agency. Because guess what? He still has a shit ton of money. And as much as they said it's going to be a quote-unquote rebuilding year next year, bullshit. When you have that much money, you have enough talent to win that division still. There's still enough talent, as of right now, on that team that you can still do something. And it's the same goes for the Phillies. The Phillies, there's enough talent there, even with you buying now, Chris, that you guys maybe not win the division because the Braves are so ahead, but you're going to probably get the first wild card.
All right. So the thing is, what we did really, we made moves that will help us in October if we get there.
Yep.
Because I'll explain. Because what happened last year, our starting pitching was flamed out. Our arms were tired. Noah had a dead arm in the World Series. Wheeler was getting tired. So, and I'm sorry, Christopher Sanchez, nice arm, but he's not a starter. I mean, every time he pitched it, I called it this shitty committee. Because he would go 3 or 4, They bring somebody else in, hopefully God close it. But the problem is, usually after Sanchez was out, we already were down 2 runs. So, so Lorenzen comes in. He's basically going to be our 5th, probably behind Walker. So I'm happy with that. Then we got a utility guy, Renato, oh my God, what the fuck is his name? The guy from the Pirates.
Yeah, shit. I'll pull it up right now. Hold on, I'm seeing if I can find
Yeah,
it.
Renato or Renato. I was trying to say it, be cool. But the thing is, we sent our shittiest pitcher, Bailey Fulcher, bye. Thank God. That dude was getting hit like Bond in Major League 2. That's all he did. So we sent a guy that got hit, and we traded him for a guy that does it. I'm down with that. And then we got Lorenzen for How You Be. And somebody was like, who? I was like, precisely. How you leave, more like how you on team.
Listen, you got guys, like you said, that'll help you in the wild card, or help you in the playoffs, because right now no one's winning that division. The East, no one's winning that division.
The thing is, everyone said that about the Braves last year, and we beat them.
The Braves are winning that division hands down. They
So
already have that
we'll
on a runaway.
see.
No. But I'm saying
that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say we'll see.
No, but what I'm saying is though is you have, when it comes down to what's it called? The division, the Braves have too much of a lead right now for anyone to catch up. They're pretty much almost locked that in. But once you get into October, it's an Etch-a-Sketch. Get in the tournament, everything changes.
Right.
True.
All of a sudden, our away team wins that first game. It becomes a totally different story.
I'll say this. The one team you don't want to see right now is 2 teams, and they're half game behind the Brewers, the Marlins, and the D-backs. Actually, no, sorry. UBC and the Giants. You want to make sure you get home field for that. You're a half game behind the Giants.
I mean, I don't think we want. I don't know if we want to take on the Braves first round again. I don't.
You wouldn't
personally.
be. Right now, the Braves are going to be the 1 seed. Cincinnati will be the 3 seed. So the 2 teams with the bye in the NL as of right this second are going to be Atlanta and LA. LA. Are going to be the Dodgers and the Braves. Cincinnati will end up playing the 3rd team in the wild card, and the Phillies would play at San Francisco. So the one thing you would hope for is the fact that you would hope to God that you can get that home field for the wild card game.
San Francisco?
Yeah.
That you would play in the first round.
Yeah, in the wild card.
I like that.
But you would want to play that in Philly. Right now you're a half game behind, or a game and a half behind them. You're a half game behind them to get the home field for that.
Right. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if I want the home field to start off with, because it seems like we're a better road team this year.
I think in October, you don't want to be making that West Coast trip.
Yeah, true.
In October?
In October, I would love to see them come here, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
For the raucous Philly crowd.
You want that home field for at least those for at least those 3 games.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, there's a weird possibility we could still get Hoskins back by October, so who knows?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you guys might be coming into the right time. But with that being said, though, I mean, it's a big thing. Like, right now, looking into it, you have teams that are, like, really...
Right now, we got to continue winning.
Right. Well, I mean, there's that.
Like we're doing against the Marlins, we're winning right now, but it's the 6th inning. Wheeler's pitching. We're 5-2. I'm still like, I don't know. I'm hoping, but we got to keep winning.
So
Mickey's got to continue playing good. Trey Turner needs to get it going. Yeah.
All right. So, Ryan, you wanted to know what the odds were? Yeah, your odds changed a lot. You're 100 to 1 to win the division.
That's not good.
No. Pirates are 250 to 1. But the Cubs are 5 to 1, and they're only 2.5 games out of first.
Brian, your Cardinals have about as much as chance as that damn doll company fixing Rhea Ripley's face.
Damn, that's brutal, Chris.
So here's something for you, and this is interesting.
That is brutal.
So this is interesting.
What the fuck they do to her?
So here's something interesting, though. After the whole thing with the Yankees being what they're at, their odds are 60 to 1 to win the division. They're 9 games out of first. It's freaking insanity to think that. I mean, out of everything, like, with Scherzer, so the Scherzer and Verlander are getting traded to Houston and to Texas to the Rangers. The Rangers are now plus 130. Houston's minus 135 to win the West, and the Astros, I believe, have become favorites out of the AL to win the World Series.
That's the crazy thing. The Rangers have the weapons they need to execute, where the Astros now also have the weapons, but have executed.
They're not even healthy yet. They're still missing
The West is basically turned into a 2-team race.
Yes. Now, honest to God, I hope the freaking Rangers, anytime Scherzer's on the mound, I hope that blows up in their face like fucking, like, oh yeah, hey, DeGrom and him are teammates again. Oh, my arm.
The Mets fan comes out every time Scherzer's on the mound for Texas. I hope he sucks.
Honestly, I think after seeing how he's been pitching this year, I think he's washed up. I think he's done.
Yeesh.
Like, I really do. Like, John, what do you think?
Now continue what you're doing, then I'll chime in. But continue what your different things yet. I'll chime in later.
Oh, go ahead, Chris.
What about, I know this is a weird one, but what about Louis Urias to Boston?
I mean, Boston is another team, like, where's Boston at right now?
Boston has an outside shot to get a wild card.
They're
I mean,
only-
the AL East is basically going to own the wild card.
So, I'll look at the wild card right now. The Tampa Rays are 6 games up. Houston is 2.5 up. And Toronto's got the last one. But Boston is 2 games back Boston's 2 games back on the last wild card. The Mariners are 3. The Yankees are 3.5. The Angels are 3.5. After that, it's 6 and more. I think that's the cutoff. The Angels are the cutoff.
Angels went all in. The Mariners sold.
The
The
Mariners,
Yankees,
though, did
what
they
the
sell,
fuck?
though? Did they sell? Because the Mariners still have an outside chance to get in.
I mean, I don't know. They sold a lot. I mean, they kept Hernandez because they couldn't get a price for him. But they got rid of Sewald. They got rid of a lot of pieces. I mean, it's obviously going to build around Rodriguez.
They punted on the division, but they can still get in.
Yeah, the Angels went all in, hoping to do something. Boston, like Urias could actually prove to be a good move for them. I mean, he was sucking with Milwaukee, so who knows? Sometimes, I mean, he's a right-hander, so all he has to do is hit a high pop over that wall. But yeah,
Well, it didn't help that Atlanta knocked Anaheim out today. They beat the piss out of them.
yeah.
John, what?
I mean,
oh, go ahead. Sorry, Chris. I don't mean to cut you off.
oh, I mean, it looks like Anaheim went all in trying to keep Shohei, but who knows?
They're not re-signing him. They're just hoping that they can get something out of a playoff run and hope that he might take a discount, but not for how much they're saying on the table how much he's gonna make. He's not taking a discount.
Yeah, they're hoping. I mean, I'm just still shocked at what the fuck I mean, I looked at SI. They had all the great CBS Sports. They had all the rankings.
Yeah.
They gave the Yankees an F.
Well, because the Yankees didn't do anything.
They made one move.
And hello, Christian. Speaking of the Yankees.
So hello. So here I have a little person to address here. Chris, what was that shit you was talking in the group text today about me ranting? I told you they weren't gonna do anything.
Yeah,
so
you
what
know,
would I
That's what I said.
Oh no, the Yankees did do
I
something.
said the CBS Sports basically they did all the rankings and about the trade deadline, and they gave the Yankees an F. That's all.
I told you.
I was early in the news.
Yeah, I told you last week. I ranted last week that they weren't gonna do anything.
No,
so what would I rant for?
You know what they did? They put Germán in a freaking alcohol abuse treatment. They put him in a Betty Ford clinic today.
Yeah, I saw. That's crazy. Yeah, the Yankees are done. Like, I for them to even come remotely close to the playoffs, I don't think they can lose another game this month. But they're so inconsistent. Yeah, and I know Sevy is probably throwing against Houston, and that's an automatic loss.
Oh, and you know who's pitching against the Yankees that day for Houston?
Verlander.
Yep, Mr. fucking Yankee killer.
Who on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Fuck.
Mr. freaking Yankee killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees are 60. By the way, Christian, Yankees are 60-1 to win the to win the East.
They're not winning the division.
No, I don't even know what they are to win the.
They got a better shot than the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals are 100-1
to win the Central.
Yeah, the Yankees aren't winning the division. What's crazy is they had a ton of. You realize the Yankees haven't won a series since the one in Oakland.
Yeah, and that's Oakland.
Yeah, but still, they dropped 2 or 3 to the Cardinals, and the Cardinals suck. No offense, Ron.
I know. I get it, season, man.
Yeah, they dropped 2 or 3 to the Cubs. They dropped 2 or 3 to the Rockies. They got swept by the Angels. Damn.
Oh, they checked him in, and he ain't coming back. I didn't know that. Germán's in for the whole year.
Yeah, he's done. Mm-hmm.
John, what is your thoughts?
Where do I start? And I'm just gonna it's not gonna be a rant, but it's just gonna be, I just have some points I want addressed, and maybe you guys can address them for me. If you do, great. If not, I'm not gonna. Yesterday, I was upset yesterday, but wasn't shocked. I was more upset with the way the Mets lost the game last night on a fucking balk that wasn't even a balk. To lose it on the day that they basically dismantled the entire fucking team. And I have one little thing I want to say to Mr. Billy Inepler. He's not Epler, he's Inepler, and I'll explain why. during every interview, he says this is not a tear down and rebuild. Bitch, what the fuck do you call what you did yesterday?
Sometimes a tear down and rebuild's needed, brother.
Hold on.
No. I'm going to get this out before anybody interrupts. I'm getting this out.
Okay.
When you take your entire starting rotation and basically ship them off, when you take your two best bullpen pieces and ship them off, Escobar, I wasn't really considering much of a sell-off because Escobar was limited anyway. When you ship Canna off and Pham, I knew they were coming anyway. I knew Scherzer or Verlander were going. I didn't expect both. I kind of expected Verlander to stay because I didn't expect them to do a complete sell-off. But the fact that Epler has come out and said every year, he said this isn't a rebuild. It's a rebuild. Shut your fucking mouth. And I swear, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, Steve Cohen, by opening his mouth, saying, I want to win in the next 3 to 5 years. Bitch, you got a year and a half, almost less than 2 years left on that little prediction. And at the rate this team is playing, you're losing to the fucking Royals, who are worse than the A's. Not by much, but you're losing to the Royals.
Yeah, there's no team.
I have the other thing that I'm upset about, and does Billy Epler or Steve Cohen have a hard-on for shortstops? Because in every fucking move that they made over the last month and a half, they've gotten 7 shortstops. The last time I checked, there was only 1 shortstop on the fucking team.
Okay, they're using those people for.
Listen, let me finish.
Okay, all right. I'll listen. Because
just let me finish.
You want a fucking debate? I'm giving you counterpoints.
No, but let me finish everything I could say. Then you can say everything you want. And you can get everything out.
Not how debate works.
All right, you know what? I'm done. Say what you want. I got everything I wanted to get out. I'm not going to sit here and argue and scream at everybody because I'm not going to do that. Ronnie, whatever you want to say it. I will no longer speak on this subject. It's a dead subject. It's a dead subject to me as far as right now.
The point of getting all the shortstops is the trade. They all develop at the right time. You use them as trade bait. They're trade pieces to get the bigger fish into the guy. If you need to go get an Ohtani from somewhere or a Mike Trout from somewhere, you can use those infield pieces as trade bait to send over to the Angels. That's all they are. They're not.
You're not getting Ohtani. Ohtani ain't coming here.
No shit. I'm using that as an example, though, because that's like the big name piece. That's the big fish. Or Mike Trout is the big fish.
He's going to Philly if he's going anywhere.
He would come to Jersey on a trade because he's got an 8-year fucking deal still. With no trade clause, so he can't turn it down. The problem is okay, yeah, they're getting shortstops. They're also getting guys that are 17, 18, 19-year-old kids that would not be ready for the major.
You already have a center fielder.
But here's the thing. I'm just using that as an example. Because you can always DH Trout too. But I'm just using that as an example. But I'm saying if you get these pieces, you can trade these pieces away for pitchers. Oh, Baltimore's got great, a team like Baltimore's got great pitching. No shortstop. Well, hey, someone develops for the Met system. Hey, we'll trade you this pitcher for one of your shortstops. Ding! That's what it's for. It's kind of like draft picks in the world of the NBA. It's just, they're fucking pointless to have.
All right, here's the thing. You could say that, we have all these pieces, but the big thing, especially with a team, is chemistry.
Yeah.
The players have to want to be there and they have to want to play together. You can't have a collection of talent and just expect them to win. It's not going to happen.
Let's just let's look at the Los Angeles Lakers for that.
Yeah. Look at the Lakers. Oh, you can look at this year's Mets squad that just, basically fire sailed.
Scherzer doesn't want to be there. I could have told you that right now. Scherzer didn't want to be there. Verlander did, but the only place he was going to waive his no-trade clause was to go back to Houston because Houston wanted him. They just couldn't find the money. So fine, he goes to Houston. By the way, Houston's going to do something probably no team has done in God knows since the fucking Yankees of the 90s, and that's to go back-to-back World Series.
They could. Who knows?
They do it this year. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see it.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. But I'm saying is the thing is you want to go and get these guys. These guys are also, the top prospects in said class. That you can teach them to lead. They're in minor leagues. They can learn to play other positions. But they're also mostly trade bait. That's it. They're most of these guys are trade guys. And if they really were in fire sale, they would have found a way to get rid of Alonso. If they were in fire sale mode, that would have been.
There was 2 teams checked in on him, and I found out one of them was Boston, and I can't remember who the other team was, but Boston checked in on him.
Yeah, checked in. They're always going to take a phone call. That doesn't mean anything that they were ever planning on selling him.
If I'm Pete, and after next year, I'm leaving. Because this team has 0 heart, 0 chance of winning anything. Because after this debacle this year, not one player is going to want to come to this fucking team. Nope. If I'm a big time free agent at the end of this year, I'm not coming to this fucking team.
Money talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what? That's bullshit. That's bullshit right there, and I'm gonna call you out on that one. That's bullshit right there. Because this is
a bigger contract to go to fucking L.A. more money to go to L.A. and play the tail end of his career just to come back to St. Louis and fucking retire a Cardinal because it's the city that he loved. Don't tell me that fucking money don't matter. It's the only thing that fucking matters.
And I'm going to explain why. Because look at it this way. It's because Cohen, I'm sorry to say it this way, this is where I find fault with Steve Cohen. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I find fault with him. It's because he sold Verlander a bill of goods to say, oh, we're building this championship team. We're going to win this year, blah, 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 blah. And the team basically shit the bed. And I'm going to say this, and guys could yell it and make fun of me all you want. The day Edwin Diaz jumped up in a celebration, blew his knee out, is when the season was over. Because that was the first strike, and then that was a precursor to what the season was going to be like for this fucking team. And sure as shit, if that prediction didn't come true. Because Keith Hernandez said it during the broadcast last night. The second Diaz went down in the World Baseball Classic is when this team was about ready to shit the bed. And sure enough, and as predicted, and when we all made our predictions in the beginning of the year, everybody probably predicted me to predict the Mets to win. I didn't say anything about the Mets going anywhere this year because I knew they weren't going to. Because A, they were too old, and B, something was off with this team. I don't know what it was.
Too old.
Scherzer just turned 39 and Verlander's 40.
That's 2 players out of the course of 15.
But dude, here's the thing you're failing to realize.
Hold on. Let me rephrase this too. Does Verlander and Scherzer swing a bat?
What wins baseball games, pitching or hitting?
Hitting.
Do
you all agree with that?
The Cubs just put up 20 fucking runs against the Reds yesterday and won 20-9. I think hitting does a big fucking point.
Nah, it's a mix of both.
You can,
Thank you, Christian.
but if you have an okay pitching, you can get away with okay pitching and better hitting. In the playoffs, pitching matters more.
Yeah, it does. But if you can't,
it's a mix of both.
So basically, you're saying right now Senga's getting it's not shelling, but he's losing 3-0. When the bats are silent, nothing. You can let up one run and it feels like you let up 20. Because that problem was when DeGrom was with the Mets. He would let up one run, but the team would hit nothing for him. He'd pitch his heart out, and then when the bats would come alive, the pitchers would suck. I've seen it with this team way too many years. It's like either one does well or the other does well. They never do well together. That's why this whole entire year, I never got excited about this team, because this team, there's something off about them. There's only been one bright spot on this fucking team this entire year, and that's the guy behind the plate, and that's Francisco fucking Alvarez. That's the only point. No, I'm going to say this. He's the only bright spot. He's the only reason I'll watch this team, is because I'm excited to see this kid play, because this kid plays with heart and he plays with enthusiasm. It's something a lot of the other players on this team don't have a fucking lick of.
9:09 p.m. August 2nd. Remember this date. Remember this time. If he regresses next year, I'm coming back after you.
You know what? If he regresses, fine, he regresses. I didn't say, you know what? I didn't say he was going to be a megastar. I said he's the only bright spot of this year.
You're freaking drooling about him, just like I drool about fucking
the way you get wet over that kid for Cincinnati, man. Every time you praise that guy, you figure you got to check your shorts for a hard on.
Because the kid. Oh yeah, but yet I'm the one on this show live, said Patrick Mahomes is the next big fucking star. Chris can vouch for me. I was right. I can tell talent.
Yeah.
I can tell talent and not regressing. Don't put words in my mouth. De La Cruz is something. I said the same thing about O'Neal Cruz. Unfortunately, the fucker got hurt.
But all I'm saying is, and I didn't say, if you notice what I said that, I didn't say going forward he's going to be this. I said the only bright spot of this season, the current one we are currently in, the only person that showed any heart of anything was Alvarez. I didn't say going forward he's going to win this, and this. I never said that. I said the only bright spot of this season was him. And not one of you could tell me I'm wrong, because this year, the kid, he's 21 years old. He's got 21 home runs. He's got the chance to hit possibly 30.
Pete Alonso's about to hit 40 home runs, and
Pete Alonso's fucking done that before, though. That's not, you know what?
And Lindor's about to hit 30. And Lindor's about to hit 30 as a shortstop.
But you know what? Those guys have done it before, and that's expected of guys like that. Nobody expected this kid to come out of the chute like he did. In the beginning of the season, he did regress a little bit, and he did falter in the beginning because he was learning it. Beatty, something's off with him. He's going to need some practice in the offseason with third base. But Alvarez, Nimmo's actually hurting right now. I think he's got some ailment. I don't know what it is. I think he's got the I don't want to play for the Mets this year itis anyway. But that's beside the point. But when Alvarez hits a home run, he celebrates off going around the field like he's like a kid in a candy store. And that's the only thing that makes me smile about this team this year. The only thing.
No, I'm laughing because what the caption said. The caption said Nimmo has the I don't want to play for the Mets this year.
That's could be. He'll never admit it, but the way this team is playing, I wouldn't doubt it. But it's just that Alvarez is the only thing on this team that I actually look for. When I watch the games, I watch his at-bats. Because he's the only thing that'll make me smile on this team. Beatty's really not doing much right now. Vientos isn't doing much of a lot of things this year. And I sang I sang Beatty's praises. Beatty's letting me down, and I'll be mad enough to admit it. Maybe I was wrong about him. Alvarez, I don't think I'm wrong about him. I just don't think I'm wrong about him. And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong. I'm not going to hide behind it. I'll own it. But Alvarez, I don't think I'm wrong on. Beatty, I think I might have misjudged him a little bit because the last couple games I've watched him play, he's played very sloppy at third. Played very sloppy third base.
Then do you want to also redact Volpe?
You know what? I'm going to stick with Volpe because I think Volpe had an off year because I think he was and Christian might agree with me on this one. Everybody was expecting him, and myself included, put a lot of hype behind this kid, and I think the pressure got to him.
Mm-hmm.
I legit think the pressure got to him. The fact that everybody projected him to be this next big megastar, myself included. I think after the dust settles and he settles down a little bit, I think he'll prove he's the player he should be. But I think this year, they expected too much of him, and he cracked. I'm just saying. That's what I'm just saying. Christian, am I wrong?
Nope.
But I still think Volpe has the potential to be a star.
Volpe does, but I think also Volpe should have been sent down earlier in the year because they just... You're
right. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. But Volpe, I'm not changing my thoughts on Volpe because I have a feeling Volpe, because I looked back at Jeter. Jeter's first year, Jeter had some bumps in the road. I mean, he's not going to be, I'm not saying he's going to be Derek, but Derek in the beginning had some bumps in the road. And eventually when he settled down and he played the game like he knows he can, he became what he became. And I think the same could be said about Volpe. Because I've seen the kid play too many minor league games, and I've seen how he played in the minors. And when he played with a tremendous amount of heart, and he played his ass off on that field.
I mean, granted, the minors is not the pros, though.
I know the minors aren't the pros, but I see potential there. There's definitely potential. He's got talent. I still think he cracked under the pressure of playing the most iconic part of the New York Yankees system is shortstop, because that's an iconic position of who played there, preceding him.
Yeah.
That's a mighty big fucking shoes to fill up on. Anybody playing that position in that stadium is going to be like, oh shit, all the eyes are on me. That's why I think he cracked. He won't admit it, but I think that's the case. And Alvarez, I'm sticking with Alvarez. Beatty needs some work. I'm not giving up on him, but he needs some work. Vientos just doesn't have enough playing time. That's the problem with him. He just doesn't play enough.
Well, all right.
But that's it. I'm done. I'm done with it, though.
Other news, I mean, when it comes to Vegas, MVP, pretty much over.
Well, let me ask you this. What are the Mets odds now? Since you were bringing up odds.
To win the division was 100-1. They're 60-1 to win the World Series.
So what are the odds now?
Still, that's what they're at now. That's as of right now. I just checked it on DraftKings.
So it really hasn't changed.
They were like, if you go by as of the trade deadline, they were like 50.
So they went down a little bit,
They went down. Well, obviously, they were going to go down when they traded Verlander.
Well, basically, shipped off everybody. And the funny thing is, everybody they offer Carrasco to just about every team. Every team passed on him. Yeah, wonder why.
Oh, that's the same thing. Like that's going to be the same thing like Cano, where you're going to have to ship with them.
And Vogelback, they offered Vogelback to people, and nobody wants Carrasco. Nobody wanted Vogelback. I like Vogelback. He's fun to watch. He's a big guy. I love watching him try to run around the bases. It's hysterical. In the stand-up comedy act that is the New York Mets, he's the stand-up comedy act. But anyway, go ahead.
MVP is pretty much getting hit by a bus. Even if these players got hit by a bus, they're still gonna win it. Shohei is 20 minus 20,000, and Acuna's minus 1,000.
It's Shohei.
Oh, come on.
And NL is Acuna.
And one thing you didn't bring up, that the Mets did pick up his brother.
Yeah, but we don't know what he's going to be yet, so that's why I'm not really responding.
He's in Double A. He's in Double A, but
yeah, Vladimir Acuna, yeah.
Yeah, well, of course, if knowing him, he'll come to the major league team and break his foot and not be done for the year.
He'll be a rumble pony.
Yeah, well,
he already is. He currently is a rumble pony.
And they're playing the Patriots this
oh,
week.
Oh God.
Yeah, next week the 5 games the Yankees and the Mets Double A team are facing each other.
Yep. All right. Cy Young, run through this.
Shohei again.
No. Nope. Right now, Framer Bell. Yeah, you know I don't want to.
Say it. Everybody else be quiet.
All right. No, hold on.
Say it. So I want you to say it.
So I'm just gonna say this: the odds, and I'm gonna go with the first 4.
Here you go. Here you go.
Wait,
here you go.
Wait.
Here you go.
That's not my.
The ace,
that's
Garrett
my
Cole.
I don't know you.
That's not gonna work this fucking time, okay?
You mean the ace, Garrett Cole?
No, wait. Let me actually get this through. So McClanahan is plus 7 is 7 to 1. Framer Valdez. These are the only people that, honestly, in my opinion, have a chance of winning this. Framer Valdez is 5.5 to 1. Kevin Gausman is 4 to 1. Garrett Cole is even money on DraftKings to win the Cy Young. The problem is with Garrett Cole is I think he is right now a paper leader because one bad game, especially if he has a bad game against Shane McClanahan, and McClanahan goes off, I don't see Garrett Cole winning the Cy Young. I can see McClanahan winning it. He has to pitch perfect for his next outings. He's got to pitch flawlessly. He cannot go 5 innings. He needs to keep going 6 or 7, and he can't be walking people. That's one of his biggest things. And he can't have his first inning blow-ups like he always does. If that happens, Garrett Cole will be your Cy Young winner. But I do think he is the vulnerable favorite for McClanahan or Valdez. There. Am I wrong, Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're not defending it, so you're pretty much saying I'm right that if he has one bad game, he's not going to win Cy Young.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
I'm also unbiased, so I don't like. I never said Cole wasn't an ace. I said he ran to the Yankees right afterwards in the World Series.
Does Shohei even know what a World Series is?
No, but I mean, he's good. He knows what a World Cup is.
Mic drop. Look,
he knows what a World Cup is.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Hey, I'm sorry. I've never seen a guy run back from the dugout, run back to the dugout, and then fucking pitch the 9th inning to shut out a fucking game, to save a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Garrett Cole could easily win this, but if he has one bad game in his next, I think they probably have 3 more starts? The starters, they got about 3 more? If he has one bad game, especially if he has a bad game Saturday against because it's Friday. It's whenever McClanahan's going, or is that now? I don't even know.
No, McClanahan pitched tonight.
All right, then Cole pitched tonight.
Yeah, he did.
What's that line? Like I said, if Cole has Cole has a bad game, I can see him losing the Cy Young.
Wow, the Yankees are actually winning the game. Sorry,
yeah, no, I know. Round of applause.
Oh, shut up.
Why I'm keeping my fucking mouth shut right now.
No, you won. Or you're winning 7-0. You're looking pretty good against Minnesota.
Shut the fuck up and don't jinx us.
What he said.
Oh, don't worry. I mean, yeah, you're up 7-2. No, hey, no, I could be a dick right now. I could be a dick right now and piss Chris off.
I fucking swear to Odin. If this league gets closed because of you tomorrow morning, I'm on a flight to New Jersey. And you and I are going to fucking Citi Field, and I'm burning that motherfucker down.
I'll give you the matches.
Okay.
Cue the Seth Rollins music.
I'm gonna break Aaron Rodgers' fucking ankle.
Ironically, that was the end of the that was the literally the last thing that would have came up for this conversation. That's the funny part.
God. No, Hoffman just came in. I'm like, oh, fuck. We're up 5-2. Hoffman comes in bottom.
I didn't want to say it. I really
God, don't fuck this up.
And with two men on and the tying run at home plate for the Marlins.
Yeah. Guy on first and second, Hoffman comes out. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I'll say right now, McClanahan is officially out of the running for Cy Young.
And who's the favorite to win it again? I just want to hear you say it with your chest.
It's Cole.
Uh-huh.
But again, I say one bad game, and he loses it. Wait, hold on. Did he lose it? Well, he still cannot work. Garrett Cole can still not get out of the first inning without getting scorched. Franco dinged one. Franco hit a 430 off of him in the first inning.
What's Garrett Cole's win-loss record?
Cole is. Hold on, I'll pull that up. If they go through here,
yeah, because I think win-loss has to mean something with the Cy Young.
So, yes and no, and this will be the last thing, and then we'll move on. He's 9-2 with an under 3 ERA. But wins and losses didn't stop meaning something when DeGrom won it.
God fucking Christ, Hoffman just walked the bases loaded.
Yeah, Chris. Wins and losses stopped really meaning a thing when DeGrom won it. Because he was like 5-7, but with like a 1 ERA, and they gave it to him. Because it was like almost impossible for him to get out of there. But with that being said, let's move on and go to our.
I got something I gotta send you. Don't say nothing though.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Now you can go. Chris.
Well, I got a quick thing to say. If anybody's been watching the Women's World Cup, the U.S. women almost did not make the knockout round. It's time to find that chemistry or something, because they're about to, I don't even know if they're going to win it. I think who they play? Sweden this Friday?
I'll find out. I was gonna say, but go into the topic that you wanted to talk about.
I just wanted to say that quick.
No, you're good. No, I'm saying I'll find the Women's Cup, but go in to talk about what you wanted to talk about.
All right, so I was basically seeing some stuff on YouTube, and the most cursed franchises in sports history. So the rules for the list. A team cannot have they can win one championship in the past 50 years. If it's within the past 30, they're disqualified from the list. They can be an honorable mention. It's really not about win-loss record, more about the pain. That's why, like, some teams that, like, just suck up, like, say, I don't know, the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Some squad like that is just awful. That can't seem to get out of, the basement. I mean, fans tend to expect it, so I don't think they're really cursed. So, how do we want to do this? We want to start off with honorable mentions and then get into the top 10.
Like I said, I don't think anyone really made a list. Let's just have a discussion about it.
All right, I made a list. So here's my list.
I know you made a list.
All right. Let me find it. God damn it. Where is my note? Oh, here it is. All right. My honorable mentions. The New York Jets. The last championship they won, 1968. 69. Ever since then.
69, Chris.
69, okay, sorry. 68, 69. Ever since then, ping. And it's been a lot of, well, you guys know.
I was gonna say, just go through your list, Chris. We'll talk about,
right.
I was gonna say, just go through your list. We'll talk about it when
we have, all right, then we have the Seattle Mariners, the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Sabres, Carolina Panthers, Washington Wizards, and the Vancouver Canucks. These are my honorable mentions. Now, the actual list. Number 10, the LA San Diego Chargers.
Okay.
Because
I was gonna say,
they have, yeah. I mean, Pro Bowlers, they have NFL Hall of Famers. Thing is, no title. Next on the list, I had to think about this one, but no team has really been hit by the quote-unquote Madden curse like the Atlanta Falcons. Think about it. Had possibly the up-and-coming prototype best quarterback in Michael Vick goes down with an injury. All of a sudden he comes back. Hey, he's going to be great. The dogfighting thing. Done. They trade him away. Next on the thing, Matt Ryan. 28-3. Need I say more? Like, Atlanta just seems to, like, how to put it? They seem to get to this point and then they die.
I was gonna say, Chris, just run through your list. We can talk about it when you're done with the list.
Okay.
I got one on your list that you don't have.
All right, number 8, San Diego Padres. Number 7, the Texas Rangers. Number 6, the Phoenix Suns. Number 5, the Cleveland Browns. Number 4, the Minnesota Vikings. Number 3, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Number 2, the Detroit Lions. And number 1, the Cleveland Guardians / Indians.
Yeah, I mean, those are good. The one you completely forgot is the Seattle Supersonics / Kansas OKC.
See, they're not as cursed as the Suns. Sorry, they're just not.
They haven't won anything since Gary Payton was there.
Dude, the Phoenix Suns have all this great talent for years and never won anything.
I mean, the last time they had somebody, a Hall of Famer there. They kind of ran into a buzzsaw that was, Michael frickin' Jordan.
Yeah, KJ, Charles Barkley, best record in the NBA, ran into the Bulls. Then they had the best record again. Everybody thought they were going to do something. I think they lost to the Bucks. Was that right, Christian?
Who? Phoenix? You talking about the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Phoenix Suns.
In the finals, they lost to Milwaukee. They blew a 2-0 lead, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I mean, Phoenix has had, let me see, DeAndre Ayton, Amari Stoudemire,
Chris Paul.
all these great players who just go, as soon as, for some reason, they can't get it done. I mean, Devin Booker wants out. Chris Paul. Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick, I was thinking about it. If I had to pick a team that was really cursed in NBA, it'd be Phoenix. I mean, the OKC is just, they're an expansion team. I know it's Seattle, but
yeah, you got to you're factoring in the Guardians with the Indians. You got to factor in the fact that Seattle is OKC.
Well, the thing is, the Guardians changed their name because of why.
Still stupid. Nobody was offended by it over there. That's the funny part. People that were offended were
they wanted to get out in front of it. It is what it is. I have no problem with it, but when they lost the World Series of the Cursed, and they lost it in Cursed Faction, because weren't they up 2-0 and blew it? Against the Cubs?
Oh, yeah.
And then even in Game 7, they were up 3-0 and blew it. I just remember watching. I had a friend from Cleveland when I was in college. He's like, we're going to come to the playoffs. We're going to watch the Cleveland Indians win. And we're like, oh, God, no. And he had the tribe stuff on. He had a party. And then they blew it. He sat there in the dark for 4 hours straight. Just not moving. Just like, we talked to his roommate afterwards, like, dude, did Justin move? Like, no, he sat there. I woke up in the morning, like, you okay? He's like, they blew it. And this wasn't the World Series. This is when they blew it at the ALCS.
The thing is with, Cleveland and stuff like that, yeah, I think the fact that, you got to look at who, when, their big time was, what was around them. It was a little team called the Yankees. The Marlins were around that time. But then, you look at also, a team like Seattle, who was extremely, cursed like that, because you had a team literally in the Seattle Mariners in 2001 and that won pretty much 100 and what was their record? It was 170.
Well, also look how long Cleveland's gone without a championship. That's why they're number one.
The Cavs?
Not the Cavs.
Well, you said
the Indians, the Guardians. The baseball team.
Yeah.
Not the Browns. I mean, the tribe. All right.
Yeah.
That's who. Number one. Number two, I had the Lions because, oh my God,
Well, Detroit
it
hasn't
was
had anything
the old quarterback.
Stafford.
Well, the old quarterback was the last time they won a world championship. He got shipped off to Pittsburgh, and he was like, "Did you guys trade me? You guys are never going to win anything again." And the 50th anniversary of that, they went 0-16.
Well, they haven't had
the 50th anniversary of the curse. I forgot. God. No, I gotta find the curse because I actually have the quarterback that basically got traded to Pittsburgh.
I mean, also you could say the Islanders, the Rangers haven't won anything since '94.
The curse of Bobby Lane. That's what it is. All right, the curse of Bobby Lane. Bobby Lane was the last quarterback that won a championship for the Detroit Lions.
But I mean,
and ever since then, he said, "We will never win a championship ever." And the 50th anniversary of that curse, they went 0-16.
Here's the thing, and
I mean,
I want to throw this out there real quick. What about any team that just hasn't won a title yet, though?
Yeah, you want to talk about curse? I'm surprised the Cleveland Browns haven't come out your mouth.
He has the Browns on that list.
Oh, okay.
I had the Cleveland Browns number 5. Well, the thing is, they haven't won
until you got your Super Bowl win. Oh God, yeah, the fucking Charlotte Hornets too.
If they didn't win the Super Bowl, if the Eagles didn't win the Super Bowl, yeah, they'd definitely be they'd definitely be a contender on the list easily. But they won.
Yeah. Here you go. Charlotte Hornets.
See, the Charlotte Hornets are an expansion squad. Again, that falls in the rules. Charlotte Hornets are an expansion team. Same as the Carolina Panthers. The reason why I had the Carolina Panthers, because I'm not going by win-loss record. I'm going by pain.
Charlotte Hornets were a team.
Carolina.
What are you classifying as an expansion team, though? They debuted in '88.
They're an expansion team still.
They're 32. They're my age. They're 88 to 02. Then they
yeah,
became
but
the
nobody
Bobcats.
expects Charlotte to do anything. All right, see, there's a difference between cursed and just sucky. No one expects Charlotte to do anything ever. The Bobcats, the Hornets. The best player Charlotte had in a long time was Grandmama, for Christ's sake.
Oh, here you go. You want a cursed team? The Canucks.
I said the Canucks were a honorable mention because the Maple Leafs are number 3. And you cannot discount the Maple Leafs curse. Holy God.
The Maple Leafs are cursed. Would you call
then I had the Minnesota Vikings up at 4 because as much as the Browns are cursed, the Vikings are even more.
Okay, they have 4 titles. How the fuck are the Rough Riders a cursed team? Well, then again, so I'm on a website that is stadiumtalk.com, and they have the Rough Riders as the 7th worst, most cursed team in all sports.
Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
I didn't think about the CFL, so.
Well, they wouldn't fit this criteria.
But Minnesota.
They're an under. Wow.
All
okay.
Right, think about the Minnesota Vikings. 4 Super Bowls, 4 losses. Every time they get to the NFC Championship game or something like that, or get to the playoffs, they fuck up. I mean, everything was perfectly in line for them to win. They ran to the Giants and were fucking blanked. Gary Anderson, the most automatic field goal kicker in the history of the NFL, misses. Sends Atlanta to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean Portland you could also put Portland in that. Portland won 1 title in '77, and they haven't won anything since.
But again, Portland was a good team with Drexler, but then they fuck up. I mean, it's not. Again, if you look at who I have in the top 10, the Chargers. The Chargers always like, this is our year. This is our year. They always are on the precipice, but never get there. The Falcons, come on.
Yeah.
It's history. The Padres. How many times have Padres been so damn good where they just do nothing? I mean, they have one of the best closers in all of baseball. Trevor Hoffman, never won anything. Tony Gwynn, never won anything.
Yeah, I mean.
The Rangers. The Texas Rangers. They always have Juan Gonzalez, Alex Rodriguez, Vladimir Guerrero before I think he was an Expo. They have all this talent, never won anything. Then we get to the Browns after Jim Brown, nothing.
Oh, the Browns are just.
The Vikings already expanded on. The Maple Leafs. I mean, I think the top 5 are pretty solid. I mean, you can mix and match too, but you have to have Cleveland, Minnesota, Toronto, Detroit, and Cleveland. You have to.
Oh, I agree with that.
See, the reason why I had the Tribe over the Browns is because the Browns won NFL championships, where the Tribe have gotten close, but always fuck up. And this is for 100 years.
I got one for you that you completely missed. The Oilers and the Titans.
No. You already became Tennessee Titans and also the Oilers. Again, the Oilers, after a certain couple playoff runs, they die. Now, if we're talking top 15, top 20, yeah. I just don't think they make the top 10. Because they're defunct, they became the Houston Texans or the Tennessee Titans, whichever way you want to put it. But the Texans aren't.
In fact, the Houston's throwback uniforms are the fucking Oilers this year. Oh, and I got one better for basketball for you. The New York fucking Knicks. Where, yeah, they're good now.
Last won a championship in 1970, in the 70s. It was 78.
I mean, still, though, the way people are... I know that's not your criteria, but that team does not want anybody to play for them. Like, there's no team... Nobody wants to go play for the fucking Knicks.
I mean that's because they have a shitty owner. I mean, you can say the same about the Redskins back then. Or the Commanders. Sorry.
Well, who knows? We might get the Redskins again. We'll see what happens after this season with Magic Johnson.
Yeah, the potatoes.
Little Redskin potatoes. Ryan, you want a Redskin tater?
Redskin tater. Mm-hmm.
Ryan, what about you? What do you think on this?
I didn't really get a chance to.
All right, I'll put that squad as an honorable mention. I just don't think they cracked the top 10. I don't know.
Well, let's pass this around real quick because we only got about 10 minutes and then we'll move on to football. But Christian, what about you? What do you think?
Ain't nobody care.
Okay, good answer.
Ain't nobody give a fuck.
John?
Nothing to say here.
Ain't nobody care. He don't care.
Ryan?
I mean, I do enjoy that now Cleveland has like the longest World Series drought.
Yeah. Shit. Sorry. Breaking news, actually.
All right. Top 5, I think, is solid.
Yeah.
So who would you put in the bottom 5?
Well, right now the White Sox, because breaking news. Hendricks undergoes Tommy John surgery.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
And I'll still put the Cubs there because, again, breaking news. Stroman placed on IL due to hip inflammation.
Yeah, you can't do that because the Cubs won the World Series.
I got to fit in breaking news somehow.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah. That just happened. I mean, the Orioles, Pirates can be thrown in those mixes. The Royals. Well, no, the Royals won when the Mets were there, so never mind.
But they're not really cursed because, again, I'm going for pain. I'm not going for win-loss record. Because you go for win-loss record, you can throw the shittiest squad ever in there.
I mean, you throw that.
But nobody's supposed to do anything.
Then the Houston Texans have that because they haven't done shit since they started, and they don't do shit, period.
Yeah. See, that's how. Yeah, if I was going for win-loss record, you could throw Houston Texans. You could throw the shitty ass. Oh God, what baseball team is always sucky, no matter what?
The A's.
The Phillies.
Ha 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 ha! Fuck you.
Aw, that's cute.
Stop! He's already dead.
No, but you know what I mean. Like you could throw like whatever shitty squad in there, like the Timberwolves or some bullshit.
Or you said what team just sucks, or does it have to be a particular sport?
No, it's just in general.
The Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, well, the Royals have won a World Series though within the last 20 years.
The Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, Tigers.
The White Sox.
Yeah.
White Sox.
Yeah, Detroit. The White Sox. But I'm going for pain. That's why Minnesota was on the list.
But then is that cursed? I'm not saying you're wrong, but would that be really then classified as cursed?
Dude, ask anyone from Minnesota if the Vikings are cursed.
It's their year.
Dude, think about it. Every year is supposed to be their year. Last year was supposed to be their year. What happened? Danny Dirks all of a sudden became a fucking All-Pro for one game.
Well, we'll get to them next week because we got NFL next week going into this.
Oh yeah. I mean, they were supposed to be the team of destiny, and they ran into like Nick Foles on a hot streak.
Yeah, the team of destiny, and then they ran into Mercedes and.
Remember the 1 year where they actually had to play outdoors, and the fear was back, and their own kicker could not kick in the cold. Minnesota is cursed beyond belief. Same as Detroit. You have Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders, Matt Stafford, and you've never won shit, let alone a playoff game, or maybe one or two. I mean, these are guys that had sought early retirement because they wanted to go, and Detroit would not let them.
Yeah.
That's a curse.
Yeah.
And Cleveland goes without saying.
No, I get you on that. I understand what you're saying, but I mean, I don't.
Yeah, whatever. I can tell you guys don't care. All right, let's go on.
What he asked, we just gave an answer. I say what I normally say. Ain't nobody care.
It's been wrapped. It's been wrapped.
I get what you're saying, though.
No, I saw the freaking text. So I'm
Oh.
done.
I was just trying to be
Done.
funny with that.
Yeah, well, I get the joke. Ha ha ha! I get it. When people said, "Man, don't nobody care," I don't give a fuck. I got the idea. So let's move on. Thank you.
Okay. Move on to, well, you got to do your promo, man, because this football, it's our football picks and our previews sponsored by Fanatics.
So, if you're a fan of any of the cursed franchises I mentioned, you could always pick up the stuff at fanatics.com.
/ the Nerdport is the link. Fanatics.com / the Nerdport. That is our direct link. Links will be on my Twitter, it'll be down below on the Twitch page, as well as Facebook and YouTube. But yes, we have the preseason top 25 poll. The preseason poll.
Thank God.
Ready for this?
Yep.
Let's run through this and then we can discuss this. Number 25, North Kakalaki, the Tar Heels.
Overrated.
I mean, you got to have a ranked game you got to have someone ranked when you're doing the South Carolina game, so they put them 25.
Well, no, I mean, I know they're the preseason poll, but so, all this is going to change. Basically, you're going off of mostly last year, so I get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, too, I'm surprised they're not higher than 25 because they brought Drake May back.
I'm surprised North Carolina's even in the top 25.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Number 24, the Beavers of Oregon State.
Are they actually going to be in the Pac-12?
Well,
or Pac-10 or Pac-8 or whatever the fuck?
The Pac don't get demolished until next year.
When the Big Ten becomes the big whatever.
Yeah. Number 23, the Baylor Bears. Okay, now here's the one that's confusing, and I want Christian's opinion on this. Number 22, Texas Tech.
Yeah, I don't get that one. That's interesting.
The Red Raiders.
8-5 last year. They were 4-4 in the Big 12.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, I don't
get that.
No, I don't either.
They're right in the weeds.
Yeah, I mean they might put that in there just for number value. So when they play in the first big game, I bet you they got like it's a Big 12. I bet you they got like fucking Texas early. Number 21, Washington. They went from 8 to 21. Holy shit.
Wow.
Penix is still there, too, so that's interesting. Number 20, Wisconsin. That makes sense. That makes sense. They got Luke Fickell this year.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Number 19, overrated state. A team that was not that overrated state, different overrated state. A team that was 5-7, 2-6 in the SEC, Texas A&M. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they're overrated.
Kiss the fattest part of my
Wait,
ass.
who?
A&M.
A&M?
Yep.
Yeah, A&M is overrated.
A team that was 5-7 last year missed the bowl game, and they get a preseason rank of 19. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, still, they're in the SEC West, so we're going to find out how good they are.
Yeah. Number 18, speaking of the SEC, we'll go to the East. Number 18, Florida.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to slide.
I mean, Graham Mertz is your quarterback there from Wisconsin. I mean, they got a big
Graham Mertz from
Yep, they got a big test week 1 where they go against Utah.
It's in Utah, right?
It's in Utah.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
And Utah's going to be pissed. Because that was the game that Richardson fucking ran in the game-winning touchdown on him. Number 17, TCU.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how they're going to come out this year because they lost quite a few pieces from that team that made it to the national championship. I look at, obviously, you look at Max Duggan. Like, Max Duggan was a key part of what they did offensively. Came in for Chandler Morris and never looked back. And, when I think of Max Duggan, I think of how he pretty much almost willed TCU to victory in the Big 12 title game over Kansas State. Like, Kansas State was in control, and then TCU fought back, and that's because Max Duggan put the team on their back. They don't have Kendre Miller.
Nope.
They don't have Quentin Johnston. Quentin Johnston is gone. Dylan Horton is gone on the defense, and Trey Hodges Tomlinson, LaDainian Tomlinson's nephew, is also gone. So
they lost 12 players to the draft.
Yeah, and I mean, those were key guys that I just listed. So seeing where they're going to be this upcoming year in a couple weeks, it's going to be interesting because Sonny Dykes is a good coach, but he has his work cut out for him.
So the two pickups they made that I like is Tommy Blackenmeyer, the one of the tackles they picked up, and Trey Sanders is the tailback.
Mm-hmm.
I like those transfer pickups, but we'll see because they open up with Colorado. Number 16, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
They're always in the top.
Seems typical for a Lane Kiffin squad.
Yep. 15, Utah. So Utah, Florida is going to be a ranked versus ranked game. Cool.
We're getting respect.
Number 14, speaking of getting respect, the Noles.
They should be ranked a little higher, if you ask me.
Oh, wait till you see the top 5. I already snuck a peek at who the top 5 is.
Number 14 of the Noles.
Yep. Number 11.
Look, I mean, just a little more about Florida State.
Yeah.
This is one of the teams that I'm really looking forward to watching play this year.
Yeah, especially their opener, which I think they have Clemson.
Oh, Florida State?
Yeah.
No, they play LSU.
LSU. That's gonna be a fucking game. Yeah. Number 13. Quack quack, motherfuckers. The Ducks of Oregon.
I'm gonna say this, Ronnie. I think they could be this year's TCU.
I can see that.
And the reason why I say that, Bo Nix is coming off the best year of his career. Dan Lanning is going to be a little more comfortable in year 2. Going up there to Autzen Stadium is already a tough place to play in Eugene. Like, I think they're a borderline playoff team.
And they picked up
They better be.
And they picked up wide receiver Deshaun Holston
That's a good thing going out there in Knoxville. I don't think they're going to be as strong as they were last year, but I still think they're going to be competitive. Because just looking at everything now,
Well,
they have to go to Florida. which won't be easy. And they have to go to Tuscaloosa. Those are 2 losses I see right there.
Right.
Well, wasn't this the same thing we said last year with Hendon Hooker? Before we knew who he was?
Oh, I knew because I even picked because remember even with Tennessee,
Nah,
I picked Tennessee to win I picked Tennessee to win the East, and then Hooker got hurt.
Did they win the East, Ronnie?
No, because Hooker got hurt.
No, they weren't winning the East even if he stayed healthy.
That's true. They lost to Georgia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gonna stop disrespecting Georgia?
Number 11, Boomer Sooner, Oklahoma.
This is interesting. I think they're ranked a little too high, if you ask me.
Really?
Last year was definitely an eye opener because you see how they were under Brent Venables, and I'm thinking the defense is going to be good, but the defense struggled once again. But I think they're going to be more comfortable this year. Marvin Mims and Dylan Gabriel. I think they're going to be one of the best tandems in the country.
I think Oklahoma's a little overrated, especially with 11 preseason. I don't know about that.
I think they're right at the spot because I could see them making the finals or making the conference title game. I'll get into that when we get to the Big 12 next week. Number 10, Penn State.
They have a different quarterback because what's his name is gone, Sean Clifford. They're gonna lean on this ground game of K-Tran Allen and Nicholas Singleton. I think they're gonna be the best duo of running backs in the country. They're gonna run that ball and they're gonna play stingy defense until the quarterback is on the same page with his receivers. But this is gonna be a fun group to watch.
Yeah.
Once again, it's going to be defense that carry Penn State. So.
Yep. Number 9, Notre Dame.
Okay, we are way overrated. I will say that right now.
Okay.
I mean, starting off top 10, I figured Notre Dame might be top 15, but number 9, come on.
Well, you're going to get that because you're going to get the, you're going to need to literally say, it looks nice saying number 9 Notre Dame versus Navy in Ireland.
It's a selling point. Top 10, right? Notre Dame versus Navy. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Not saying that's the only reason, but I don't know what their schedule looks like. I don't know what their next game after that is.
I mean, we returned a good squad, but I don't know if we're top 10 material. Not yet, anyway.
You have a quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, what I know about college football, especially what I know about football, is even if you have a quarterback, you need more.
Yeah, but
So hopefully we have that more.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. This is why this is the preseason. Number 8, Clemson.
They're definitely gonna be a team to watch this year. Again, like what Chris said about Penn State, running the ball and defense. I think the same is gonna be applied to Clemson as well. Look, it's Will Shipley, and just ask yourself, who else on this offense scares you outside of Will Shipley?
No one.
We're going to see if Solak's actually going to be the shit or not.
Yep. Number 7.
Or whoever the quarterback name is.
What is it? Kublik.
Kate Klubnik.
Klubnik or whatever. Klubnik.
Number 7. Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams and USC.
You know, to me, they have all the eyes on them because last year was the first time USC's been relevant in a very long time. You know what you're going to get from them offensively, but again, this just always seems to be the continuing trend with Lincoln Riley. You're gonna get high octane offenses, but they can't play defense, and that's the one thing that's gonna keep them from not only winning a national championship, but reaching the playoffs as well. I mean, they got in trouble last year, and Utah just physically dominated them, and USC was never able to recover.
Yeah.
Now, I think I'm not saying Caleb Williams won't have a good year, but there's more tape on him now.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. All right. Next, number 6, Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I think they got the shaft on this one.
All I'll say about Michigan is, remember how we always used to talk about Jim Harbaugh having that curse against Ohio State?
Yep.
He got that monkey off his back. Okay. Now
he's sitting for 4 games.
Can he win a bowl game? Like that right there is the $1 million question. But Michigan, they're the best team in the Big Ten because they're the only team in the conference that returns their quarterback. JJ McCarthy is back, and he did a lot of good things last year. But I think what hurt Michigan in the end was no Blake Corum, because I'll continue to say it. Blake Corum, if he plays in that game against TCU, I think Michigan wins that game. Having your best player does make a difference.
Corum, Edwards, and McCarthy are all back.
Yeah, but here, I have one more interesting thing to say about Michigan after you're done reading everything, Ronnie.
Okay.
Hey, Christian.
What's up, Chris?
You think Michigan's being punished because of the TCU game? Well, preseason rankings.
No, yeah. I don't think they're being punished.
I think it's a preseason ranking, so they're like, yeah, no, we're not going to put you above Ohio State.
Oh,
but I mean,
well, wait. Where they put Ohio State is where you will call bullshit.
Yeah, I want to hear this. Okay, so we're at the top 5 now, right, Ronnie?
Well, I figure Ohio will be number 2, so.
They're number 5. They're back. Texas.
Yeah, right.
I'll say this.
There's only one reason they're 5, and that's week 2.
Arch Manning.
Not even Arch Manning's not even going to start. It's going to be what's his name, Quinn Ewers. Number 5. They're 5 because they play Bama week 2.
I actually have Texas winning the Big 12 this year because I just look at a majority of the teams in the Big 12. You know, TCU is going to take a step back. You never know what you're going to get from Baylor.
Wait. So Bama week 2.
Yep.
So we can break out the Texas isn't back signs then. Okay.
Texas almost beat Bama at home. Now they got to go in the Tusk. That should be interesting.
Yeah. Is that going to probably...
Yeah, not happening.
That's probably going to be a primetime game,
right,
Ronnie?
Yeah, that's going to definitely
be game day is probably going to be there for that one.
It's Bama. That might be CBS.
Nah, but when I look at... I just look at the Big 12 as a whole. You don't know what you're going to get from Oklahoma. You don't know what you're going to get from Oklahoma State. TCU, I think, is going to take a step back because they lost 12 players to the NFL draft. Baylor, they're inconsistent. Kansas showed flashes of being good last year, but I don't think they're there yet. But Lance Leopold has them headed in the right direction. I think right now this is the perfect opportunity for Texas. You know, Sark has them playing well. They have the best roster on paper. Yeah, they lost Bijan Robinson and they lost DeMarvion Overshown. But, you know, it's up to the next man to step up. And, yeah, we're that week 2 game in Tuscaloosa, that's a measure.
What about the reigning Big 12 champions?
They'll be there, but I don't know. You know, because remember, they lost their best offensive player in Deuce Vaughn. So Yeah, I
The
think
Big
right
12
now
is one of the weirdest conferences.
this is as
The,
golden of
the
an
Big 12 is always
opportunity.
one of the weirdest conferences.
It
Like,
is, but I think this is as golden of an opportunity for Texas right now that they'll ever have.
Yep. All right, number
but
4. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
wait, who's your quarterback? Arch Manning?
No, Quinn
Nah,
Ewers.
Quinn Ewers.
Manning's sitting for the year as of right now.
Oh, so it's the guy got hurt last year.
Yeah.
I have fun in Tuscaloosa. That's all I gotta say.
Yep. Number 4. Go down to Death Valley. LSU.
I'll say this
Yeah.
about LSU. They surprised me last year. And what do we always say about a new head coach coming to a school? They need that signature win. Brian Kelly got that against Alabama. Now, I just think, more eyes are going to be on them because they have to go to Tuscaloosa this year. I think the West comes down to LSU and Alabama, and that's going to be a really big game later in the year because they always play in November. Jayden Daniels is a Heisman candidate, and I want to see the next steps he takes. And that opening game against Florida State, they're going to come out and they're going to be playing a pissed off Florida State team. Remember, they played in week 1 last year, and LSU just got by Florida State. Now Florida State, they're going to be home because, yeah, it's on a neutral field, but it's in Orlando, which is going to favor Florida State. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching LSU. They really overexceeded expectations. I mean, they got to the SEC championship in Brian Kelly's first year.
Yep.
For the longest time, Brian Kelly's biggest knock really wasn't scheme, it was talent. Like, he could never, they said, oh, you have all these recruits at Notre Dame, but he never had the recruits that, like, in Alabama or an SEC squad had. Now he can get them. Now we're really going to see, like, I think number 4 is definitely warranted. Yeah, LSU did surprise, but Brian Kelly was always going to find a way to succeed. He always does. I mean, he did it with Cincinnati, did it with Notre Dame, and I have a feeling he's going to do it with LSU. And now he has those SEC horses that actually probably contend against Georgia for years to come.
Yeah, he's a top 5 coach.
So we're going to see. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 and 3 we don't have to really talk about because 3 is Georgia, 2 is Bama.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that means...
What?
Yeah. Yep, they will enter the season ranked number 1.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck no. You are not. No. The Suckeyes are not number fucking 1 in the nation.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. The preseason poll
That is
has
bullshit.
the Buckeyes
Fuck
at
Georgia.
1.
Hands down.
Georgia's interesting. I think Bama should be 1. Honest to God, Bama should be 1. Georgia lost a lot of players to fucking the draft. But it's fucking Ohio State. Ohio State should be 3. They should not be 1.
Georgia, Ohio State shouldn't be 3. They should be like fucking 6. They should be below Michigan. Come on. And Georgia may have lost a bunch of players, but Georgia's like Bama now. They reload.
Again, I can understand why they're 3. I think Bama should be 1. I don't think Ohio State should be 1, period. What a bullet.
Well, it's a preseason poll, so whatever.
Exactly. What were you going to... All right, so Christian, what were you going to say about Michigan?
I think Michigan's the only team that can challenge Georgia.
Yeah.
From a physical standpoint, from a physicality standpoint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ohio State as number 1? You kidding me? They lost TJ Stroud. Who do they have? Some bullshit quarterback? Get the fuck out of here.
I gotta go look at what their roster looks like.
I mean, Georgia lost a lot, but they reload. Same as Bama. Bama always loses a lot, but they reload.
Right.
I mean, I said the same thing when Georgia lost DeAndre Swift. What happened? They reloaded.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get it. All right, we ready to dive into the American Conference?
Sure.
We'll make these.
Yeah, Ohio State's full.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Top 25 preseason AP, you're full of shit.
All right, so
I can't wait to watch that blow up in their faces.
So American Conference added some new teams this year. They added the Roadrunners of UTSA, I believe North Texas, Florida Atlantic, UAB, Rice, and Charlotte.
All right, who'd they lose? I know they lost Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, and they lost. Who else did they lose? Shit. Houston.
So Cincinnati, Houston, they lost. They didn't lose Memphis?
Nope, Memphis is still here, dude. It's a 14-team league.
God damn, Memphis should fucking dominate. No Houston?
I do not have Memphis winning this division. I will tell you that right now. But we'll go through this. We'll do the ones that are, you know, the drizzling shits. We'll go through them. Like Charlotte. Their over-under is 3. To win the AAC, to win the American, is 60-1. They bring back 5 on offense, 4 on defense. Their out-of-conference games are South Carolina State, at Maryland, Georgia State, and at Florida. There's 3 fucking losses.
Oh. The Charlotte 49ers? Yeah, no, they're done.
Under. Christian, you don't even have to answer that.
Under.
Ryan?
What?
Never mind. I think we're all
never mind. Under.
Hold on. I'm trying to decipher if the noise I'm hearing somewhere close to my general vicinity is like left for fireworks or fucking gunshots.
Oh. Probably the latter.
Don't fucking say that.
What, the latter?
Yes, because last time, I was trying to figure this out, it was definitely gunshots at the house across the street.
Jesus!
God damn.
I get hit.
Oh, boy.
I live in the country, man. This shit's scary.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Not even that, dude. It's just fucking rednecks and crackheads.
All right, so next team is Eastern Carolina, ECU. Their over-under is 5. They bring only 3 people back on offense, 6 on defense. Their out-of-conference games are at Michigan, Marshall, at App State, and home against Gardner-Webb. They went 8-5. They're gonna win. They're gonna go bowling. Up. Thumbs up.
So they're over under.
And there's 7.5, players on offense, 7 players on defense, and their non-conference is Monmouth. I wish they were home for that. I would have gone and see that game. Ohio, at Clemson, and at Illinois. Ooh.
Ooh. Well, they could win 2 of them.
Yeah, right. They are not going. They're not going bowling. I got them going.
Yeah, they're
under.
not winning Clemson. Probably not winning Illinois.
They
could win Monmouth.
No, they'll beat Monmouth. They got to play. They still have to play UAB, and they would have to play UTSA. That's 4 losses right there.
Yeah.
And then you're telling me they couldn't slip up against, do they have Tulane? They have Tulane. That's 5 losses. You're telling me they can't slip up twice?
What's your over under?
7.5. They're already under 7. They're already under 7.
Yeah,
wins
bullshit.
already.
They're going under. They may not even go bowling. They may just miss bowling.
Yeah. Christian?
I'll take the over.
Okay. All right, Memphis. They're to win the conference. They're 8-1. Their over under is 7.5. They bring back 4 players, including their quarterback, on offense, 5 on defense. Their non-conference schedule is Bethune-Cookman, Arkansas State, Navy, and versus Missouri.
That is very winnable. Even the Missouri game is actually winnable.
Wait. Sorry, Navy's in the conference. I'm wrong. Boise State is the last non-conference.
Boise State is still winnable. I mean, Memphis tends to be able to hang with the Power 5, so
I got them winning. I got them winning over. I got them winning at least 8 games.
Yeah, I got them over.
Christian?
Memphis is always one of those
over.
Yeah. Memphis is always like one of them AAC gatekeepers. So.
All right, Navy. Over under 6.5 to win the division. They are 28-1. Bring back 6 players on offense, 9 on defense. And their non-conference schedule is Notre Dame, Wagner, Air Force, and Army. Of course.
Oof.
Notre Dame is in Ireland. What was their over under? I said 6.5. They're gonna go bowling.
90 seconds.
Under, but they go bowling. They win 6.
Yeah.
Under.
Navy's in transition. I think they go under, but possibly still go bowling.
Yeah. All right, North Texas, Mean Green. Holy shit. They're to win the division. They have a 6 over under 6, and they're 22-1 to win. They bring back 9 on
60
offense.
seconds.
8 on defense. And their non-conference games are California, FIU, Louisiana Tech, and Aberdeen Christian.
Well, Cal, they're going to lose.
Yeah, I don't know. That's home.
Well, I mean, Cal still has to be better, so I'm thinking. FIU, Louisiana Tech, Aberdeen Christian, yeah, come on. Those are wins right there. I think, you know what? What's your over under?
6.
10 seconds.
I'll give him 6.
Let me see something. They already put the spread out for Cal. Let me see what. Do that. Hold on. Let me just see real quick. Christian, what do you think is going to happen there?
I'll take the under.
Cal's an 8.5 point favorite on the road against North Texas. I actually like North Texas there, but I don't like them. They're bringing back pretty much everybody, which is unheard of in college.
Right.
I have them going over. I have them winning at least 7. But we'll see.
I mean, if they're bringing back everybody and their over under still 6, I mean, that tells you, but maybe they're not that good.
Yeah. Speaking of a team that's not that good, the Rice Owls.
Oh God.
4.5.
That was a great segue, Ronnie. That was a great fucking segue.
Oh, wait till I read this non-conference games. Holy shit. Rice Owls, their over-under is 4.5. Who gives a fuck what they are to win the division because they ain't going to win the conference. They bring back 8 on offense, 7 on defense, and the first game they open up with is at fucking Texas.
Yeah.
Then Houston, Texas Southern, and UConn are their non-conference games. That's 3. UConn's a loss. I'm going to say that now. UConn is going to be a loss.
How bad is it that Rice versus UConn could actually be a game?
Yep. Oh. Guess who the quarterback is? Wait, guess who hold on. Guess who the quarterback is? I'll give you a hint. He's from West Virginia.
Oh, God.
Do you guys remember a guy that was named by the name of JT Daniels?
I sure do.
He's your quarterback for the Rice Owls.
Dude, JT Daniels, I thought he'd finally go to the NFL.
He is your quarterback for the Rice Owls. I just might watch Rice for that reason.
What is he, a super duper senior this year?
A COVID senior.
Like 6th year, like super duper senior?
Oh my God, that's fucking great.
God. Dude, for Rice, to think about how Rice is going to have to be in a war with Temple just makes me sick.
You know what? The over-under for Texas is like 40. I might take Rice in that because I think even JT Daniels will fucking score on Texas.
Dude, I think JT Daniels probably ends his season against Texas, but yeah. Dude, Rice under, and it's not even close.
Oh yeah, they're going under. All right, Smoo. The Mustangs bring back 4 on offense, 5 on defense. Their over/under is 8.5, and they're 3-1 to win the conference. Their non-conference games is Louisiana Tech at Oklahoma, Prairie View A&M, and at TCU. TCU is always a rivalry game. That's an in-state rival game. That's always fun to watch. Oklahoma should be interesting. I have them winning 9. I have them going over.
SMU, yeah, I'll go over.
Christian?
I can see that.
Ryan, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can see him going over.
Okay. All right, Chris. The Philly vibe now. Temple. 5.5 over under 20 to 1. 5.5 over under 20 to win the division. They bring back 7 on offense, 7 on defense. Their non-conference games: home against Akron, at Rutgers, Norfolk State, and home again. Oh, we might have to go to this. It's in Philly. It's Miami.
Oh. Oh.
They play Miami.
Yeah, they play Miami, basically to get murdered.
Yeah, I mean, how they went 3-9 last year. They're gonna win 3 games. Under.
The Matt Rule years are long gone. We're back. Temple is back to where they zoom in the camera on the field so they don't see the empty stadium of the link.
Looks like an XFL game.
Dude. Yeah. Basically, it's that brutal. I mean, we're about the Temple being on like local access because ESPN's like, yeah, now. Oh, what's your over under?
5.5.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going under.
Yeah, under.
All right, the Green Wave, Tulane. Bring back 6 on offense, 7 on defense, including the quarterback on offense. Their over-under is 9. They are 2.5 to win the American. Their non-conference is Southern Alabama, Ole Miss, at Southern Miss, and Nicholas. Their big win last year was K-State. I don't think they'll beat Ole Miss. I have them going under. I have them winning 8 games, but not making the conference title.
I have them winning.
You have them winning the whole thing?
Yeah. Look, Michael Pratt. That's the name you need to know. He's the quarterback of this team. He might be the best quarterback in this conference. And he's coming back for another year.
Well, he has to. He's a junior.
Yeah, and I expect them to pick up where they left off. This is one of the most dynamic offenses in college football. They average 36 points a game. They're going to be tough to stop.
Yeah, I get Tulane. I can see Tulane going over. I mean, I have Memphis, Tulane. I mean, with Cincinnati gone, all of a sudden, it becomes Tulane's conference to win.
We'll get to who I like. Christian already knows who I like. I didn't even tell him. He knows who I like. I was on
God, probably either UCF or South Florida.
We'll get to it when we get to it. And UCF, UCF is not in this conference. That's the other team.
Really?
That's the other team that left. UCF went to the Big 12.
Oh, okay, fine.
UCF went to the Big 12. That's right. We'll talk about them next week.
All right.
Tulsa. Non-conference games. Arkansas Pine Bluff at Wisconsin. At Washington. Home against Oklahoma at Northern Illinois. Their over-under is 4.5. I have them actually going over. I have them winning 5 games.
So the Golden Showers.
Yep. Gonna piss on you.
Don't be on there, Kelly.
Bush.
Drip, drip, drip.
Drip, drip, drip. Be on you. Well, B, you need to turn your face to a toilet.
All right. It's getting late. We shouldn't be. What do you take? How are you going with the Hurricanes?
Who?
Golden Hurricanes, Tulsa.
Hurricanes?
Ryan, what are you going? Over, under, 4.5?
The Golden Hurricanes, aka the Tulsa Golden Showers.
Tulsa Golden Showers. Under.
Okay. All right, Christian.
Who's this?
Choose Tulsa.
Here. I think I have it written down on who I have winning this.
You said you had Tulane winning it.
I have UTSA. I have Tulane and UTSA, but I'll take the under with Tulsa.
Okay. Next is UAB, the Blazers, with their new head coach, Trent Dilfer.
Dilfer?
Yep, Trent Dilfer is the head coach. UAB
God.
is a 4.5. 4.5 is the over/under. They're 40-1 to win the conference. They only bring back 3 people on offense, 5 on defense. They're non-conference. North Carolina A&T at Georgia Southern, home against Louisiana, and the murder of Georgia. The murder by Georgia. They're 4.5 under. Dilfer's going to be in for a rude awakening from going from 7-6 in Conference USA to 4 and whatever.
I think they're going under, and Dilfer was a great analyst for ESPN. I don't know about coaching.
Yeah, he's only coached one other time, and that was a high school team.
Cool.
So yeah.
No. Under.
Christian?
Under.
Yep. Ryan?
Under.
Okay. 2 more teams left, and we'll get out of here. USF, or we'll, John, we can do SummerSlam real quick because that's not going to take that long. USF Bulls. They are South Florida 4.5. They're 40-1 to win the conference. Only 2 people returning on offense, 9 on defense. Non-conference games at Western Kentucky, home against Florida A&M. How they got this one, I don't know. They're home against Alabama, and then home against Rice. How they were able to get that one in their stadium. I think they actually finish over. I think they get 5 wins. Or, sorry, they got UConn. They got 5 wins. I got them going over.
I mean, USF with UCF leaving the conference, they should be better. So have them go over.
Christian.
This is who?
The Bulls.
South Florida?
Yep.
Man, ain't nobody care.
Okay. I'll accept that. Ryan?
Under.
Okay. Now, the team that I have winning this, UTSA Roadrunners. They are bringing back 10 players on offense. Now, I say this, everybody that's coming back except the running back that's new is a junior or a senior. They have to win this year because next year they're going to be shite.
Shite.
7 on defense coming back. Again, against all seniors. Their non-conference games are at Houston, Texas State, Army, and at Tennessee. They can beat Tennessee and Rocky
Is this your first year?
This is their first year in there. But I was saying this, and Christian can vouch for me on this. Frank Harris is a guy you're going to have to watch that could be sneaky as shit for the Heisman.
Yep.
I said this at the beginning of last year, saying the kid from UTSA is sneaky. He is a great passer, but he can run like lightning. He didn't believe me until he watched the Conference USA title game, and when I was in Atlantic City, he goes, "Yeah, you're right." Son of a bitch.
I think if it's UTSA's first year in the American Conference, welcome to Power 5 football, buddy. I don't have them on them.
They were playing Power 5 conference. They were beating Houston. They played Houston. What is it? The games they lost, so they beat everybody except Troy last year, and they were playing teams that are from Conference USA that are in their conference now. Their over/under is only 7.5. They're gonna win 10 games.
I think they might win 8. I'll go over, but I don't think they're winning 10. Sorry.
Christian?
This is UTSA?
Yep.
They're going over.
Ryan?
Well, we're going to blow this game in the 12th.
Ryan, what about you?
Over.
Okay. Yeah, and I got UTSA winning it again. Christian, who you taking?
I have Tulane.
You got Tulane?
UTSA.
Okay. Chris, who you taking?
I'm going to take Tulane.
Okay. All right. John, give me 1 second. You can start the reading through. I got to go use the restroom real quick.
Hey, Ronnie, I'm going to actually get out of here. I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. See ya.
All right, man. Yep.
Later.
Slam card, brother.
What's that?
So let's start running down this SummerSlam card, my man.
All right, the Battle Royal. Who do you see winning the Battle Royal? They don't have a complete list of who, but who do you want to see win this thing?
Who do they got on the graphic?
They don't have anybody listed right now. They don't have anybody listed. They just says Battle Royal.
Yeah, I don't know. If I don't know who's in it, I can't pick a favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I know LA Knight's in it. I know Nakamura's in it. Sheamus is in it. That's the only entrance they have listed as of right now is those three.
Right now, those are mid-card guys.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Well, all right. So we'll skip that then. Then Ronda and Shayna MMA match.
Well, hold on. What was the one that we were skipping?
The Battle Royal because they only have three participants:
yeah.
Knight, Nakamura, and Sheamus.
Knight, yeah. Knight.
Yeah.
I'm going with LA Knight.
I don't even care who they're announcing. LA Knight.
Yeah, it's got to be LA Knight, I would think, because he's the one that's got the most to lose with this right now. But Ronda, Shayna MMA match. Shayna.
Ronda's on her way out.
Exactly.
Shayna.
Ronda's gonna do the job.
I got Shayna. It's about that time.
Well, Ronda's leaving. She's done after this.
Yeah, she's done with the company.
Yeah.
She's done with WWE.
So they're gonna put Shayna over. I don't think as how hard she's been how much of a pain in the ass she has been. I could also see her pulling the fucking what's it called?
Screw job?
Yeah, well, no, I could also see her pulling the whole, like, oh, I'm a star card.
Right. I see Shayna going over, though.
I'm hoping Shayna goes through.
Then we have Gunther versus Drew for the IC title.
Gunther,
but that's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gunther's.
Yeah, I think Gunther, but
they want me and Ryan have talked about this. We weren't sure if they were going to keep the title on Gunther until he broke the record, and it looks like they're going to have him break the record.
Which is the record? Is that the Honky Tonk Man's record?
Yep.
All those WWE is going to start replacing them because who besides our generation is going to know who these guys are anymore?
It's true. Got a point there. Logan and Ricochet.
Logan.
I think they're going to put Ricochet over.
They're going to put Ricochet over, too.
Ricochet.
Then Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Rollins is fighting through it. I look for him to put it on Balor.
And then Damian cashes in.
Not right away.
Not right away, but that's going to be.
I think Balor, but because the whole Judgment Day has no other matches, so I think they're all going to be there for Balor.
Right. Well, I mean, and it's been
wins.
And it's been noted. Not a lot of people have been talking about it, but like Seth hurt. Seth needs surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too.
So I look for him to drop the belt to Finn, which is great. That's pulling that story full circle.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm down for that, and I'd love to see a world champion Finn Balor.
I think Balor wins. I think Priest does not cash in. Well, mostly because I have a feeling that they're going to talk mediated by Ripley. So,
No, I
Right.
think I agree with that.
A couple weeks ago.
I think Finn's going over, but I think Damien's cashing in that night because I think they're still a little. They've planted the seeds of dissension with that group, so I think something's going to happen. SummerSlam is a big show. I think something's going to happen.
And it's not
I
on the
think
ordinary.
there's going to be a cash in, but it's not going to be Damien. We'll get to that one.
Yeah, we'll get to the women's title match. We'll talk about it.
Then we have Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca.
Asuka.
It should be Asuka, but I can so see them putting the belt back on Charlotte.
That's what I'm thinking, Charlotte.
It doesn't matter. Io Shirai. Or Io Sky, sorry.
Yeah, and then we have Cody and Brock.
Cody.
Finish
Cody.
the story.
And then I'm assuming this is going to be the main event. Roman and Jey Uso.
God.
I don't know.
As much as I want Jay, I've shown Roman.
That's going to be a good match, though.
All right, now here's the question: is there going to be a fuck around because there's been rumors rumbling about The Rock being there?
Well, if you're smart, you if you really want to take that belt off of Roman now, you turn solo on Roman.
Well, there's also a rumor floating around that Jimmy, since he's hurt, that he thinks Jimmy comes back and costs Jay the title.
That makes no sense in storyline, but
anything is possible with WWE at this point.
And they've been very cautious with this story.
Yeah. If anything would work with this one, be like Solo turns on Roman and Jay wins.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the only thing I can think. I mean, then maybe Priest cashes in to take the title, so Jay keeps chasing.
That would be awesome. That'd be Manifest Destiny, Judgment Day, which would be something that hasn't been done since the NWO.
Yeah. So, but does anybody make any debuts? Any surprises? Any turns that anybody see coming?
You don't really.
I mean, I was gonna say back if they actually had on SummerSlam, Zoe Stark turns on Trish, but they, put that for Winnipeg now. So.
And I believe that's gonna be Trish's. I believe that's gonna be probably Trish's final match.
I think Io cashes in. I think Shotzi comes after Bayley, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Shotzi and Will. We all know everybody. If you don't know why she shaved her head, there's a reason why she shaved her head.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's solidarity.
It's a sister.
Yeah. But I think Pillman shows up in the Rumble.
No. Nope.
I'm
gonna be strictly an NXT guy for now.
Orton will be back at SummerSlam, though. Either Orton or Wyatt, maybe both.
I can see Bray being back at SummerSlam.
They've been teasing Bray stuff, so.
I can see Randy coming back at SummerSlam, too.
Do they throw Dom in the Rumble just in the Battle Royal?
I think Ryan said it best. I think this is going to be a mid-carders Battle Royal. I don't think this is.
Dom could be in it, though.
I mean, he could be, but I think you're probably going to see Carmelo Hayes might be in this.
I think you're not going to see any NXT guys.
You never know.
So you're going to see Riddle, the Viking Raiders,
the Prophets,
Otis.
That, yeah, exactly.
Gable.
That you can see that, but you're not going to see any NXT guys. Because it would be pointless to have them fly up to Detroit to all of a sudden fly back down for Tuesday's show.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to be on Raw.
Yeah. Maybe,
yeah.
I mean, if anything, Breaker would make sense, but I doubt it.
Isn't he from Detroit, though?
Siderline. Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
So would I be shocked to see Steiner in there? No.
Well, thing is, I would rather have a Steiner do the cold open than Kid Rock right now.
We'll have to wait on Saturday to see it. So that's all I got. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring this home then.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the show. If you like what you heard, follow us on all social media accounts under the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually on social media, on Twitter or X, at FNRonnie.
At the Zombie Master.
At Chipset MC. I can't believe I'm on Brad X.
Right.
At Stunk Dustiel.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Like, that was a pause. Oh, but also, too, follow, like I said, go on our YouTube, go on our Twitter pages. We should have the links to W Fanatics as well as Clap Cleats. Please take a look at them. If you like them, buy them and kick back to us and then some. But with that being said, thank you for listening to the show. If you like what you heard, tell your friends. And if you didn't like what you hear,
go fuck yourself.
Tell your enemies. Until then, always tell somebody two things. One, every time there is a teachable moment. And hell, Bobby Bonilla will always be getting paid. And if you don't believe me, well, then that's just a fact of life. Yeah.
Yeah.